Hi everyone, and welcome back to my dressing room and back to the channel. Today I've got a really busy day. I am flying to Milan this evening, so I'm just going to start doing my packing before I go there. I'm flying out to go to Saloni to look at a lot of different product launches, so that will be really fun and I'll try and share some content from there. But today I want to take you to the office because there's been so many new updates there. All the joinery is going in, the desks, they've installed some handles, there's lots of wall finishes going in, so that's going to be really fun. But before we go to the office, I thought I'd share with you some outfits that I'm packing for Milan, including this dress, which is by Lily Silk, who is sponsoring today's video. I absolutely love this dress. It's quite an unusual colour palette for me. I don't often wear lilac, but I think because it's spring, summer, the sun shines out, I want to wear a little bit more colour. I'll put the link of everything that I wear in the description box, so if any of you want to buy it, it'll all be down there. For outfit number 2, I've got this waistcoat from Lily Silk. I'm loving a waistcoat at the moment, and I particularly love this one because it's very cinched, and you can also tighten it at the back if you want to make it more fitted. I love the colour combination of tan and white, so I've combined it with some white jeans, my Kelly, and some suede tan shoes. Perfect outfit for summer. Sticking with the camel and cream colour palette, I've gone for a slightly more formal work outfit next. This is a very sort of power dressing outfit that I would wear to a presentation. The top is 100% cashmere from Lily Silk. It feels so luxurious. And then I've paired that with a Celine belt, these trousers from Rue Sloane, and some Gianvito Rossi shoes. Perfect outfit for work. You can never have enough stripy tops as far as I'm concerned. I love this one as it's so lightweight, being made from 100% mulberry silk, so it's perfect for wearing in the spring and summer. I also really like that the stripes are quite thin, which I think makes it a bit more unique as stripy jumpers go, and it looks great paired with some jeans. For the last outfit, I've combined this beautiful silk ivory shirt from Lily Silk. I love the little ruffles on the sleeves and the bow, with some light grey tailored trousers. This is a perfect outfit wearing to work. And on that note, I'm going to go to the office now and show you all the updates. All of the outfits are linked in the description box below. And thank you to Lily Silk for sponsoring today's video. We are now at the office, and as you can see, a lot of joinery's gone in. We've had all these custom-made desks with the dividers with this beautiful suede background designed and installed, and it's so exciting to see. Come and follow me and I'll show you everything that's gone in. These desks are one of my favourites. Love the suede, but also love all these round corners that we've done. If you've watched our tour of the golf project, you'll recall that we worked with a feng shui expert and we had to round the corners of absolutely everything. And it's definitely infiltrated into design of projects, including our office. It just feels much softer, very ergonomic. I like not having any sharp corners for people to run into. So we've got a door with shelves behind. How cool is that curved door? And then a bank of drawers for all of their stationery and pens they'll need. And one of my favourite details that we did, this was an amendment when I was reviewing the drawings. So we do our design concept drawings, then we send them to the joinery firms, and then they do their construction drawings. When I was reviewing this aspect, initially we had this as a solid panel, and I just thought it was such a shame to block out all this light that we were getting from this beautiful big window behind. So I asked Anthony to change it to a leg so that we've got that light to still come through. And the other thing that I didn't like about it was from the glass side in the garden, if you've got a solid plinth but no way of dusting it, dust will always get down there, so it will look dirty. Whereas this way it can all be accessed and clean. So I think that was a really good change to do. You can see the mixture of the materials, so I love this washed white oak that we selected, and I think it combines really nice with the existing floor that was already here. I did contemplate to put the mandarin stone tiles that we've got in the hallway in here, but it felt like it was going to be too much wood with the faux oak on the tile and then the real oak on the joinery. If it was too similar, it would be a bit too overwhelming, and if it wasn't quite the right tones, it could clash. So I think this is a really nice combination, and I think the oak sort of warms up that grey tone nicely. On each desk we have a little discreet cable management, which I love. nothing worse than lots of cables on show. And if you head through here, this will have a crystal glass door that will be soundproof. This is where our head of accounts will work from. You can see she's got a lovely curved oak desk as well. And then behind me, we've got all these locked cabinets. This is where all the storage files will go on all of our different projects. And some drawers below. I think I'm most excited about the storage in this office. All the lights are yet to go in from John Cullen. And then I'll take you around the other side to my office. Grab my bag. How nice is this little desk? I love this one where you can sit out the window, look out the window. I think Nicola's going to sit here. And again, we've got floor to ceiling storage next to her. And then down through here is my office, and it's totally changed. How cool is this? Again, the same curved corner design. And my back is a little bit different from everyone else's. So the suede is not to be used as a pinboard, but here I've used a linen from our collection with Andrew Martin, and this is so I can use it as a pinboard. If you remember our existing office, I have that big white pinboard behind my desk, and I love pinning like all the fabrics and products that I'm working on, inspiration. So the idea is that I can still do that here. And then above here, I've got some very shallow shelves. These are going to have integrated lighting. You see all the wires are yet to be wired up. And this is where I'll put the products that I'm working on, prototypes, maybe some photos of my family, just some gorgeous things to look at. Again, just give me more inspiration. And I think I need to find a piece of art for this blank wall because I haven't found something yet, but I think that would be quite a nice space to put some art. Then when I was designing this joinery piece behind me, I was initially going to have the same plain white lacquered off-white doors that Liz has got in her office over the other side. And then I thought, because my desktop is going to be here, this is going to be my Zoom background, and I needed a more fabulous Zoom background than just plain white doors. So I've done a really slim oak border, and then we've put this grass cloth and an off-white onto the door. I think that looks so nice. I often use wallpapers and wall coverings to soften the joinery. And then we've got our Armac Martin Grove handle, and I've always done it in an antique brass. I normally do in the SAS, but this is a darker bronze colour, which I think works really well with all the crystal glass that we've got around here. And I mean, it's just fabulous. So excited, and look at all that storage. I don't even know what I'm going to put in here, but I'm sure I'll find stuff. And then over here, we've done all these floating shelves. Again, they've got integrated lighting. I love the little step detail as well. You'll have to get a close-up of that. But you'll notice the shelves don't go all the way to the bottom, and that is because we're leaving room for expansion. When I eventually get my dog in about 2 years' time, this is where their little bed will go, and they'll come to work with me every day. So I'm really excited about that. And then we've just got an access panel for the air conditioning unit that's hidden in this wall behind me. And going back to the desk, actually, you'll see I've got 2 different desk spaces, and there's a couple of reasons why I did that. This is probably the desk where I'll have my desktop, I think. And then I've got another desk, and I'll either have this for my PA, as I am planning on hiring a PA, unless I can put them at that desk. If I need to put them at this desk because we're short on space, that's obviously what this will be used for. Otherwise, if I can keep it free, I'd really love to have just a desk area where I can spread out samples. If I'm designing, I can design down here quietly, or if I'm painting or like doing some sketching, it's just nice to have a lot of surface area. So hopefully I'll be able to keep that all for myself. Not a huge amount's happened in the kitchen, but you can see they've sanded down the cupboard doors. These are going to be painted. We're also going to change all the handles to the same Grove handles from my Armac Martin collection that was in my office. And they've plastered this little opening here. This is going to be lined, and that's where we'll have like our microwave oven combi for everyone that wants to heat up their lunches. We've got all the tiles, so I'm sure that they're going to be installed soon. And then we've got the joinery that's going to be fitted above. You can see the wall colour. This looks quite dark, and I'm not going to lie, I'm a little bit concerned. This is the perlata finish. But I'm going to trust the process. This is what I always tell my clients. What they've told me so far is that this is the base coat and it will get lighter. But yeah, it needs to get lighter because right now it feels quite grey, and I think I'd rather have it plain white paint, and it did cost a lot of money. So hopefully, trust the process. I'm going to go to Milan, and when I come back, it's going to be lighter. But come follow me around here. You can see in the bathrooms, if I peel back the protection, bend down, you can see that's some of the panelling that's going in, and it's going to have a beading detail at the top. And then we've got the Fromental wallpaper that's going above. We did half-height panelling just to protect the wallpaper because this is an office. You know, normally in a household situation, I would take the silk all the way down, but here I wanted to be a bit mindful of wear and tear. All the door linings have been taken off. We've got doors from our new SWD collection coming here. It's the London design that's going on these, and the one with the really gorgeous fluted panel and with the bronze in the middle and the light wood. So I think that's going to be really nice with our joinery. And then as you come around here, I think this might be the finished sample, the finished colour, which is still a little bit too grey. You can see it's got some of the pearlescent finish on it. So I've messaged him, see if he's replied. Oh yeah, I've got a reply. You're getting live updates here. Okay, Richard from Marmo Stucco said, hiya, hope you're well. Okay, that's normal. These are just prep blade coats. The final layer will be finished tomorrow. So we'll show the finished effect colour for you. You'll see what I mean when we come upstairs because it does look a bit patchy, but I'm really happy to hear that. So updates in the client meeting room, come on in. This is just all the carcasses. So you'll notice with all the joinery, we haven't just gone for plain white laminate inside, we've gone for an oak effect on the laminate board. Just makes it feel a little bit more elevated, a little bit more luxurious when you open the cupboard doors. And we've chosen something that's tonal with the end finish that will be on the outside. So this is the joinery finish that you'll see. All of these will be enclosed and it will be in this beautiful oak kind of taupey stain. We've got a massive screen going here. I think it's 65 inch. And we've done a bronze spray colour at the back, so that's going to look really slick with the TV installed. Up here, this is a nice detail. We're going to have a few open sections to the joinery because we didn't need to have all of this enclosed. Realistically, you're never going to reach up there for useful storage. So we've got LED lighting there and items from our collection, whether it's the Addison Ross collection or maybe future collections, will be displayed there, so that'll be quite a nice feature. It's something that we've done in our existing client meeting room, and it just makes the space feel a bit more open rather than having all enclosed joinery. If you can hear a beeping noise, it sounds incessant, I just need to apologise. It's the alarm system here has got some fault. It's driving me crazy. Hopefully you can't hear it as much as I can, but apologies if you can. The flooring, you can see the sample, so that's quite nice to see how well it tones with the joinery finish. And then if you come over this side, I can actually show you the drawing. This is the drawing that we signed off on. You can see it's got the open section there. And then on this side, this is all going to be open as well. So we're going to have this section here is going to be lined with marble. So it's going to have a marble worktop, splashback and sides. And even the top is going to be lined in marble because we thought where you're sitting down, you will notice this underside quite a lot. And then above this, it hasn't been built yet, but there's lots of open shelving. So that's going to be a really nice display area as well. And then this is all lots of storage for where we'll put our trays for when we present to the clients. I always like to have the trays out of the way for when the clients arrive. It can be a bit overwhelming if they come in and there's too many samples on show. So we take one tray out at a time for each room, talk them through that tray, and then we put it away and get another one. And then at the very end, we end up having all the trays out so they can see every single fabric scheme for their whole house. And I think that's quite nice because they can see how all the colours from the different rooms flow together. So very exciting progress in here, but let's head upstairs, past the beeping. This detail here, I don't know if you watched previous episodes, this looks quite strange, doesn't it? The fact that we've got this like corner of tile. These are the gorgeous mandarin stone tiles that we chose. Here, we're gonna have a big coir mat that's like coconut, is that like texture? And I'm going to go for a natural colour matte so that it kind of blends quite well with this floor. And then along this line is where the crystal glass sliding doors will go. If you remember before, we had hinge doors, but it opened into the space quite a lot, and it was a bit prohibitive in terms of the flow of space around the table. So I was thinking, when clients come in, they're going to come from the front door, then they're going to have to sort of shuffle in here quite awkwardly, shuffle past the door, past the table. It wasn't the vibe. So by having sliding doors, you can just walk in really nicely and there's a lot more space. So that's exciting. But that's going to be the last thing to go in, actually, after everything. I think we're moving in the 13th of May, which is my sister's birthday, and they don't come till June. So we've got a little bit of time, but apparently there's no mess when they get installed. So hopefully that's true. Right, let's go upstairs. Okay, so we're now in the design studio, and I think you can see what I was worried about with the finish of the perlata. It just looks really patchy and much darker than the sample. So hopefully when I come back from Milan, the first thing I'm going to do Thursday morning is come back and pray that the colour is what I wanted it to be, because this just isn't what I want right now. I think I'm also going to change the colour of this cornice. I can't remember if I said to the team that I wanted to colour match the perlata. I don't think you can put perlata on the cornice because you need to have a flat surface to be able to get that texture. But I don't like how the cornice really stands out. I'd rather kind of colour drench it all and have it quite tonal. But come around here, because this is an exciting update. This is the joinery that we've got going on the central chimney breast. Here we're going to have another large screen. And the reason why we're doing a large screen here is this area where you're standing now is going to be a big meeting table. I showed you the designs of the meeting table in our last video. And this will be an area where all the team have their breakout for their lunch. We'll have informal team meetings here because it's a much bigger area. And if we have a client meeting where there's more than 8 people, this is where we'll have it. So we needed to have a TV screen. But it'll be quite nice for the team as well to watch TV when they're having their lunch break. And then round here, you can see we've got all these shelves. These aren't finished, by the way. They're still waiting for the lipping. Obviously, all the lighting's to go in. But we've done a combination of that sort of taupe-coloured stained oak for all the backgrounds, the shelves, and the worktops. I didn't want it to get too dark in here or too much timber because there's joinery going on all the walls. So for the vertical faces, like the doors, we've gone for a spray lacquer. This isn't white. I wanted something that still felt quite warm. So this is an off-white colour. But I think that just really helps lighten it and not keep it too repetitive. So you'll be able to do all your fabric schemes on this worktop area here, and you'll have all the trays to hand there. And we're also going to have a big worktop area all the way along this back wall as well. So it's going to be lots of space. If we're designing a huge villa or property, you need to have a lot of trays. Sometimes we have like 26, 30 trays per property. It takes a lot of surface area, so it's going to be really good to be able to have all the trays out at once if we need to. Feels good, feels good. I feel like it's a roller coaster doing a renovation. And I thought twice about sharing with you guys my doubts about this perlata, but then I thought, you know what, I've just got to keep it real. Like, we all go through these ups and downs, and if you're doing a renovation right now or you're doing a client's renovation, it's totally normal to have doubts. It's totally normal to think, that's not what I thought that was going to look like. I have clients have this all the time, and 99.9% of the time I always say to them, live with it, wait for everything to come in, it'll all make sense. But it's quite funny, being my own client, I'm going through exactly the same process. So I'm learning to have a bit more understanding, I guess, of what it's like in the client's seat when you have those doubts. But I think it's all going to be fine. I hope it's all going to be fine. And if it's not, I'll be honest with you. If we end up painting it white after I've spent all this money on perlata, I will let you know. And so watch this space. Make sure you hit subscribe, because if you want to know the answer to that, I'll let you know in the next video. But yeah, that's all the updates. I think that's everything. So I hope that you guys enjoyed the update of the office. I've definitely loved showing you, seeing it all for myself. A lot of this is new to me as well. If you'd like more regular updates, I do little sneak peek reveals on Instagram. So if you can't wait for the next episode, follow me on Instagram at Sophie Paterson Interiors. There's always stuff going on in my stories. I can never resist sharing it. Otherwise, I am going to do another update very soon. So hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you very soon. Take care.